Hello everyone. Today we're gonna have a look at the remaster of what I think is a classic game, Outlaws. Outlaws is a first-person shooter set in the Wild West. It has some very cool animated cutscenes like the one you're watching right now, the intro. It is a bit long, but I'm gonna leave it because it's really cool. I recall back in the day, gaming publications were talking about how the character designs were similar or reminded the author of Aeon Flux because they have the long limbs and what they say, like an insect-like pose, whatever it is. I don't know about that, but it has a very particular art style that I just think is fantastic. And so, this game that came out in 96, I think, 97, maybe 98. I don't know, I will have to make a note. It is amazing. It has one of the most amazing soundtracks for a Western, in my opinion. And it's up there with the classics like A Fistful of Dollars, the Man with No Name trilogy, and other spaghetti westerns of the time. And with all that, it is also a very competent and cool first-person shooter. Good times. The music just makes me happy. Like, there's no other way around it. And I do own the original discs, and I have these tracks in audio. And I have had them as background music in my day-to-day. Anyway, it's just amazing. And I'm happy they remastered the game. However, one of the very first things you should do is to take out the subtitles, because they're horrible and they suck. At least in my opinion. I will show you that at the end. But right now we're just gonna start. It has also the expansion, the historical missions. So this is basically Outlaws plus a fistful of missions. Got the difficulty. We'll go with bad. I don't want to get ugly. And the story is just your classic Western.
She got a voice on
It
her.
is a tale of revenge.
Shall I write a list for
And
you?
a very well done
Got it in my head.
tale
Hannah.
of revenge.
You better had.
2 pounds of flour, 1 ham salted, 1 pound of sugar, fruit if they got any. Calico.
Because it's a
8
Western,
yards,
and
if there's any cash left, some of that.
You know,
flour
nothing can go.
Rose water.
Yeah, rose water.
Hold on, let me
I
backtrack.
think that just about covers.
Because it's a Western,
Marshall James
and there would be
Anderson
no
Fine
conflict.
Perfume. This
Of
is
course.
history.
This is
Tragedy is gonna strike, right? I don't know how much they remastered the cutscenes. I don't know what they did to them. Oh no. Of course, tragedy is gonna strike. So, I don't know about the quality of the cutscenes. I would have to... I'm gonna have to fire up the classic game and make a comparison.
Doctor,
What?
we're sent to buy their land, to persuade them, to enlighten, remember?
Oh, I always enlighten.
The voice acting is fantastic.
Then I kill.
So... I am not particularly impressed by the quality of the cutscenes. They seem sharper, but they look weird. I don't know why. Too jagged, I would say. But again, I don't know. I will withhold judgment on that until I can compare side to side. But for now...
Sarah, come away from the window, honey.
Man, that guy. That face. Oh my god, that movement reminds me of Hans Landa in Inglourious Bastards.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Is the marshal in?
He ain't a marshal no more, sir.
Mr. Anderson, ma'am.
Who is it wants to know?
Well, we was wondering if your husband has given any more consideration to the offer that we made on this farm a couple of weeks back.
We're not
You
selling.
got your answer then, I believe.
What is it the Bible says, Slim?
I don't know, Doctor.
Ah, yes. You don't never look a gift horse in the mouth. That's a pearl of wisdom, ignored at your peril.
I don't know
We
why this
ain't
guy is
selling.
quoting the Bible.
Lady,
He
you
doesn't
would
care
never
about it,
forgive
so...
yourself if you let your husband pass on this unique, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Let me enlighten you as to the benefits of reconsidering.
The villains are really
My
well written.
husband's not here right now.
The story is great.
We know that.
Must be 10 years since you
I
traded in
hate
your
them
silver
all.
star for a
And you
pound,
know, the
James.
slogan of this game was dying's too good for them now.
When you retired, that's
And it's
for
true.
sure.
A man can get too ambitious.
Hell, you kill a few men before a jury gave you permission to, and they fire you. Ain't fair. No, sir. You ain't a farmer, James. Your father were a farmer, and
I love
you
the
ain't
cutscenes.
either.
My father didn't live long enough to find out what he could have been.
Well, I reckon that's true, but...
And every man's entitled to a fair trial, wouldn't you say?
Right, but you never shot an innocent man.
I never met an innocent
That
man.
quote goes hard.
That'll be $4, Marshal.
You got any of that, fancy rose water?
Yes, sir. Direct in from Paris, France, sir. And might I add,
I think
Mrs.
the Western
Anderson has
atmosphere
excellent
and
taste.
feel
Yeah.
is
She
very well
smells good,
realized
too.
in this game. And that has nothing to do with the remaster.
Sarah,
But
run!
it's an awesome game.
Oh, don't cry, woman. Remember, to weep is to make less the depth of grief.
I cannot wait to put,
Yeah, that's the one.
I don't know, a lot of rounds on this bastard.
Put it down, or you're in trouble. Big trouble, mister.
Trouble, eh? Ha! Hear that, Doctor? I'm in big trouble.
Give my regards to your family,
Disgusting.
James.
Despicable.
Thank you, I will.
But hey, gotta have good villains. If you don't hate the villain, they didn't do a good job. If you love the villain, villains are to be destroyed, in my opinion.
No!
Then again, I do recognize and accept that there
Anna,
are no good stories without good
who did
villains.
this?
They're taking Sarah. You guys sell her, we'll never see her again.
Where did they go?
Oh, James, please.
Where did they take her? Anna!
James, I'm cold. Hold me.
I'm holding you.
Anyway,
I love
I'm
you.
not sure I'm in the best frame of mind for this, but at least I am prepared because I know the story. However, there's something to be said about the lawman who put down his weapons to become a farmer and all that. That never works. You can take the warrior out of the war, but you cannot take the war out of the warrior. Look at those arms, that's what I was saying about the whole Aeon Flux thing. And that's why that reviewer back then said that too. But yeah, that's where we go, that's how it starts. It is a long-ass cutscene. But again, I'm leaving it because, you know, I'll just put a timestamp if you want to skip it. And you can just go straight to the gameplay.
Sarah.
Now, this looks sharp. This looks amazingly sharp. And here we are. The skybox is super simple, but I don't know, it makes me happy. I more or less understand what's happening now, because back then I really didn't. On the way the games are built. But I like looking at that. Very clear skies. It's not very natural, it doesn't have ray tracing. And I don't care. This is my jam. And listen to that music. It's amazing. I'm gonna start whistling here, so... Well, probably not. I respect your ears. I don't sing, I don't whistle. We'll just go and do the thing. The game plays really well. And originally the game played really, really good too. But look how sharp the gun is and how nice it looks. And it also has... It runs really good. I mean, at least so far. No, I'm not outnumbered. And I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. Nope, that's horse. Also, on the harder difficulties, you can get one shot. These bastards hit really hard. As for the game itself, it follows the classic FPS formula from yesteryear. Cow. Where you walk around the map, there's enemies all over the map. Ow! Like that guy. I didn't see it and it hurt. And it's not the hardest difficulty, I would be dead. If... Who's shooting? Probably upstairs, right? Let's find the hammer. Oh crap. And you gotta reload. Also that. I don't think this was the first game to implement a reload, but it was the beginning of that, where games didn't have a reload, you just... Bottomless magazines. It also has an inventory system. Then again, I think it's 98 we're talking about, so that makes sense. We didn't get that guy. Anyway, I got distracted as basically the story of my life. Being distracted, being off track, and going for the shinies. What was I saying? It's a classic game in the full extent of the word. Where you go, you hunt down for keys, you're shooting bad guys, you get the keys, steel key, gold key, and then that gives you access to different areas, and you fight more bad guys, and then you get to the end of the level. Which I don't remember how the end of the levels in Outlaws worked. And I need the iron key, but I have the steel key. So let's go find the steel. I believe the weapon I'm holding right now is a rifle. I don't know how to change... Oh, wait. So what is the oil for? I remember there's a lantern. Or a lamp. Yeah, there's a lamp that lets you see in dark places. I don't remember how to use it. Because that's how we roll. Chickens. Nope. You know what? I'd say you're all under arrest, but no. You're all sentenced to death. And I will go back to dying's too good for you now. If I could kill you 1,000,000 times, I would. Your crimes are unforgivable. Your kind is not wanted here. So as Marshal James,
Hope you have a coffin picked out.
we will go on a quest to cleanse the Wild West of all these bastards. Or at least this part of the Wild West. it sucks that there's not a lot of Western games that are cool. Man, they have good aim. I'll give them that. Oh, shotgun to the face. That sucked. Alright. You know what? Restart level. Alright. I may do a cut, I may not. The game plays exactly as I remember it. It only looks sharper. The music's as awesome as ever. The only one thing that I would probably recommend against, right? Like a point against the game, is the price. It retails for $29.99. I don't particularly mind it because, well, I am a fan. Night Dive Studios has done a lot of great work throughout the years, preserving old games, which I love. Like, these games are my jam. These are the games I grew up with. And yeah, I am gonna support Night Dive if they keep producing good stuff. If you're on the fence, but you still want to play the game, the original version, the one in Good Old Games, I'm probably Steam too, but I think I played it in Good Old Games. It runs really well too, and it's a fraction of the price. This time around, Night Dive did not provide a free copy to owners of the game, which, I mean, they did that with Heretic and Hexen, which was amazing. I consider that a courtesy. It's not something that's mandatory. It's awesome that they did it with Heretic and Hexen, but it's not something that I would be like, oh yeah, like they suck because they didn't do it for Outlaws. No, I mean, there was development time and work on this game. So, just a very long-winded way to say that I don't mind supporting Night Dive and giving them $30 for this game. The action in this game is not as frantic as in Doom, for example. Like the original Doom. Ouch! Mother... Man, they're violent. They're getting on my nerves too. Alright, we're gonna be healing. How do I heal? No. No. There we go. Mouse wheel selects it. I'm gonna change that because my mouse wheel should change my weapons. So on that other note, Outlaws does have that semi-realistic damage, where the closer you are, the more damage they do. And they probably, I don't know because I've never like taken a dive into the systems of this game, and it never really occurred to me that there might be hit damage locations, so enemies may be able to headshot you. Oh, well that's the oil lamp, there we go. It's Q on my keyboard. Why is it Q? That is weird. I would have never imagined that Q was gonna turn on the lantern. I just fat-fingered the Q. And then the lantern turned on. Or lamp. I love lamp. But anyway, Wolfenstein 3D also had a damage model where enemies would deal way more damage if you were close. And the fact that they're shooting me through the windows right now is annoying. Brass key? Where's the steel key? Oh my god. Sound effects are cool. It does make me think of old Western movies. Is this the steel key? That's the shotgun guy, isn't it? Yeah, that is the shotgun guy! Ow. I'm just gonna find the hammer. No, no targets, no targets, no targets. Just sweep the room. Man, I am very out of practice in this game. I did start playing it 2 years ago? I think I made a short. Or 2 shorts. One was fanning the hammer, as a matter of fact. Man, they're everywhere. And they have a hit scan. And that's not nice. That's the shotgun bastard. That's what you get. Now, that doesn't mean I'm gonna survive this. I probably won't. Look at the flames. What? Yeah, I am. How do I crouch? Control. Look at the flames. I don't remember if they hurt me or not, but because I don't have an easy way to recover health, I am just not gonna do that. I mean, what kind of psycho just walks into a fire pit? That's not a fire pit. Oh my god. A chimney. A fireplace. There we go. Fire something. It burns. Something, something. Don't walk in it. It's bad for you. Ow. Ugh. Okay. They're definitely trying to annoy me here and stop me and all that fun stuff. Can I open that? Nope. Iron key. Still not. I'm sure there's a guy back here. Oh my god. There was! There was! I had the right idea, it's just not where I expected him. Not where I expected him. And that music, man. I love this game. I love this game. Another Western game I enjoyed. I thought that game was pretty decent. And of course I never finished it because it's my curse, I guess. It is my curse. But what I played, I enjoyed. And then Call of Juarez Gunslinger wasn't half bad either. I also did not finish it, because that's what I do. I hate those bastards. Brass key. So wait, I got iron, right? So that's in the barn. If I can get there without getting shot to death, it would be nice. There's also a stamina meter at the bottom that looks like a thermometer. I am not sure how I feel about that. I mean, the thermometer is fine. It's just stamina. Why? It just makes me sad, because lots of modern games have stamina, and I hate that mechanic. I just have to decide if I hate it as much or less than having to reload. Why do I have to reload, man? Whoa, what? What the hell was that? That guy threw something at me, I guess. I can't see a damn thing. I'm gonna have to scurry.
Don't be a fool, Marshal.
How did he see me? Oh. Nope. Blindsiding in this game is very real. You really have to be on your toes when playing this game. You cannot just rush in. I suppose treat it a bit like a tactical game, I guess. And if there's 3 enemies in there, you're probably not gonna outshoot them. That hurt. Maybe I should save. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna save. I really don't want to go back. Because that's what was gonna happen. I knew that's what was gonna happen. So even in bad difficulty, this game is brutal, man. How many times can I miss? Alright. Well, if I hadn't botched the shot, I would have been okay, because there was a full health in there.
Hope you have a coffin picked out.
Oh my god, what the hell? I guess someone is throwing explosives. I don't know who. They all look the same to me. They have a, well... They do have different colored shirts, and they do have different weapons. But when you're taking a peek into the room and trying to, you know, not die, I cannot just say like, oh, that guy is that type of enemy, or that guy is that type of enemy. It's like, it's a douchebag with a gun that's trying to kill me. I don't care what it is. I need to make sure that he doesn't kill me before I kill him. That's what it boils down to. Alright. Man, they're everywhere. Yeah. That was risky. Reloading. It does give you the fantasy of being in a Wild West shootout. It's cool. It's well done. Ow! And it hurts! Why does it hurt so much? Alright. Look what you get. Can I open this? Nope. Also, do you notice this? Marshal James Anderson is a southpaw. That's cool. He also wields his gun with the left hand. He's reloading with his right. I think this game was my first contact with the single-action army revolver. And because I didn't know any better, or I didn't know any better, I should say, I found the reloading odd. And it is a bit odd in the sense that the cylinder pops out a bit too much. Maybe it's a different model. But the single-action army revolvers I've seen, they have like a window that you flick open and then you put a round, spin the cylinder, put a round. Reloading these things is quite something. The only guy that can make them work is Revolver Ocelot. 12 shots.
Hope you
More than enough to kill anything that moves. Or so he says. Then again, he also says, I love to reload during a battle. So... What? Why is he not dying? Is he the boss? Yep, he's the boss. Oh my god. And in classic game fashion, it doesn't have autosaves, it doesn't have progress stuff, so be sure to be saving your game. I'm not, because I wanted to, you know, I didn't want to interrupt the video, but I'm gonna have to interrupt it anyway because I keep dying like a muppet. Alright, here we are, back after the cut. That's where I originally died. And there's that guy behind. I unloaded on this bastard!
No, please, don't shoot no more. They took her north. Said something about picking up the train at Wellington, then heading on to Cortez.
Man, this guy's
Said
legs
you'd never
are
find them
long.
there. Just don't shoot me,
How do I know you're telling the truth?
'cause I don't want to die. Damn it, I told that fool doctor stealing your kid weren't gonna be good for anyone's health.
It's a shame he didn't listen.
It is a shame indeed. Anyway, so that's how the game goes. There's, I believe, 7 to 9 outlaws. And basically your quest and the story is hunting them all down. So it is an awesome game. The music's amazing. It plays great and it looks fantastic. I have a problem with the cutscenes. I still need to check that out, which I will do right after recording ends on this. And the price, it is a bit pricey. I think it's worth it, but it is a bit pricey. It also has destructible windows. And there's chickens. I'm not gonna shoot the chickens. Post office. Okay, fine. I don't even know who's shooting me. And that's one thing you're gonna find. You're gonna be getting hit, and you're not gonna know from where. And sometimes you're just gonna walk into a door, and then you're just instantly gonna die. Because bloody hell, they hit hard. If you're having a lot of trouble, don't be afraid of putting it in the good difficulty. I don't think the ending changes at all based on difficulty. There might be an achievement. I don't know if there's Steam achievements on this. Probably are. But yeah. If you've been wanting a Western experience, what's the name of that game? Blood West, I think? It's a first-person stealth Western game that I installed, I played for a minute, and then I stopped playing because, I don't know, well, not a minute, 5 minutes, but it was very brief. It's like a weird West kind of thing, which is pretty cool. There's zombies and ghouls and monsters and all that. But it was not a boomer shooter, it was more of a stealth game. And at the time, that was not what I wanted out of a first-person game. Wow. So, yeah, that happened. If we restart the level, do we lose all our weapons? Probably do. No. Okay. I guess it auto-saves that? but probably if you quit the game, you won't be able to get back in. So I highly recommend this game for all the points I've already covered. It is a great game, and I think Night Dive Studios has earned my support. So until that changes, I will continue supporting the studio. For now, and with all that said, I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one. Cheers. Alright, where's that shotgun bastard? Nope.